I. So you can tell by my title, the motherboard did not work. Now I have to spend even more money. Just can't catch a break lately. I'm so fed up with everything. Bought this stupid motherboard brand new and it doesn't work. I need an oil prince to just fund this channel. I'm at that point right now. An oil prince to just fund it. I'm just at wit's end right now. Now this doesn't want to work. Great. Just great. Nothing wants to fucking work today. So damn fed up. Fucking tired of everything. Can something just please work for me for once? What did I do to deserve all this? First the PS5, now this. I'm so fucking tired of everything. Goddamn annoyed. I don't want to spend more money. I already dropped like 1,200 on this stupid channel. Just had an oil prince watching that would just fund everything. It's at rock bottom right now. Why can't anything ever just work out for me? Work hard, I'm a good person, I just keep getting screwed over and over. Really fucking frustrated with this channel right now. It's like less than a week after the PS5 incident. Really just low on morale. Why can't this happen to somebody who's rich? It's always gotta be me. I don't need your backseating right now, dude. You're really tone deaf sometimes. I don't need your backseating. You never offer any good advice. You just say things that are obvious or offensive. Yes, I can return it. But I'm trying not to because I want this done now. I'm so fed up with everything. You're not helping. Sometimes you really get on my nerves. I don't need it right now. Of course I got a warranty. Why don't you try running a channel that has incredibly low profit margins when everything tries to screw you over at every turn? See how you feel. So I deal with that shit every day, and I'm starting to get really sick of it. I don't want to return it though. I just want the thing to work. Because I dropped like $500 on this upgrade. And then the PS5 crap last week. I know you care, it's just sometimes you need to watch what you say. Because I really don't have any patience right now at all. It's not posting video. I need an oil prince to just run this channel. I'm getting really tired of running it. It's really frustrating how this just keeps happening. Wish I was one of those big, rich YouTubers that just make like thousands a day. It's just a drop in the bucket for them, but I don't make any money doing this. So, deal with this PS5 crap and now this, within a week of each other, is really making me exhausted and just sick of everything. Getting tired of running this channel. As much as I love doing it, it's so damn expensive. I hate having to ask for help all the time. Drop another $100 on this stupid shit. I have to drop the rest of my money on stupid computer shop here. They charge like $105 just for labor. I hope it just works and I can just get the stupid thing fixed, because I don't have any more patience right now. I'm really tired of everything. I'm fed up. Just once, I wish things would just work for me. Just once. Instead of everything being difficult and expensive and just morally frustrating all the time. I'm getting really sick of it. Don't make enough to be spending this much. There's just times like this, I really just want to give up. I wish doing what I loved was easier. And I wish it paid better. And I wish I didn't have to beg for help all the time. Wish my hard work would pay off. I don't even know if I want to pay them, because they're gonna freaking charge me. I've already dropped like $1,200 on this stupid channel. I have nothing to show for it. That dickwad scammed me. Now this. Can't I just catch a damn break? Just once, I want something to just work out. Can't take much more. Understand what I did to deserve all this. I really don't. Spend even more money I don't have for a channel that makes no money. Wish I had it as easy as other people. Just make stupid clickbait and make millions. I'm over here working my ass off every day with no breaks. 2 jobs every day. And I have fucking nothing to show for it. Except just constant failure. There's nobody that will just do it for free. I need them to just do it for free. Because I'm still out all that money. Wish that stupid guy had just given me the fucking PS5. Understand why people have to always screw me over and abuse me all the time, my whole life. At least this controller is working. That's one thing that's actually worked. Nothing else has been working out lately. At least this just turned on and worked. I got it working in a few minutes. And I'm sorry I sound like I'm ranting, but I feel like it's warranted all I've gone through this past week. Just really fed up with everything. Hate how fake people are. Can't be bothered to treat people the way they want to be treated. I guess they just want to be treated like shit. I'm gonna try to get the good ending on this, and actually I have a save state, don't I? Yeah, let's just use this. Try to get the good ending on this. I'm just gonna try to get some sleep. I'm completely just mentally checked out right now. Felt like I was making some progress buying all this stuff, but then nope. More shit to deal with. I'm sorry I'm ranting. I shouldn't be. But I just don't feel good right now. I think anybody in my situation would feel like shit. At least I assume they would. Man, I'm dealing with a scam, and then now this is not working. It's a lot to handle. For someone who runs a channel with very low profit margins. I'm not privileged with like thousands of dollars in ad revenue every month. I don't have like 3,000 subscribers. I'm glad people have stepped up and helped recover from the scam. That's why I was able to get all this other stuff. It's just I was expecting the damn thing to work out of the box because that's kind of what I need right now. The thing to just turn on and work. Yeah, but stuff like this would piss off everybody. I realize that much. I need to be easier on myself. It's not fun when things like this just keep happening to you. Alright, I just need 39 more parts. 36, I mean. I think I'm just going to get some rest after this. $21 more parts. Is the video quality better right now? I'm streaming at home, obviously. I'm off work. Just don't have a computer right now, so this is the best I can do. Is the quality noticeably better? I don't think they have the best internet over at my neighbor's house. Is it better than usual, though? That's what I'm asking. I'm just curious. I definitely have better upload speed here than I do over there. That's why I felt like just logging on for a little bit tonight. Just play some relaxing games. I definitely have not been relaxed lately. Alright, we're gonna form the RV Robo this time. Let's go down here and get some more parts. I need to be easier on myself about all this. This kind of stuff would piss off a saint. I'm glad you guys were so understanding and you guys supported me. It really means a lot. Just wasn't expecting to be in this situation again, like, less than a week after. I've just had really bad luck lately. And as we all know, when you have constant bad luck, it starts to really grate on you, and you just start to get negative and frustrated. just the reality of it. I should have enough now. Let's go ahead and drop a save here. I'm obviously not really playing this hardcore. Just want to relax for a bit after a week of constant stress and anxiety and depression. Fuck. This is like the only hard part of this game is this level. Especially if you don't have enough parts. You have to do some farming. I'll do a 1cc of this maybe tomorrow. I just don't feel like it right now. More uncertainty and stress to deal with. That guy is... That freaking Wumper is such a dick. I'm not playing very well right now. Can't even beat this kid's game. Too damn stressed and depressed. Just irritated with everything. Not this time, asshole. Alright, should have enough now. I know there's like some big parts in here. There we go. Alright, we're good now. This is a really easy final boss, but you get there with no health, you can't really damage boost. You could probably just damage boost him now, actually. I'm just trying to remember where all the parts are. I want to 1cc this for the channel at some point. It's just not hard. Just trying to get all the parts can be hard. I guess that's how they made this game more attractive to old farts that still watch Toku like me back then. GG. Hey, Lightside, can you drop my donate link? I don't know if anyone watching wants to help. I'm feeling very tired right now. Physically and mentally exhausted. There it is. Nice. Yeah. GG. Well, at least this controller's working well. I've got it running wired too, so there's no input lag. I had really bad input lag running it wirelessly. I've seen other people report that too, and it's probably something they'll fix with the firmware update, but it just came out this week, so I don't know when that will be. I've got full button parity, and it's running wired. There's like no noticeable input lag. So I might do kitty sitting streams just like this. Either this or I'll just keep using the Kishi. I'm not sure. And I've got options now, basically. Yeah, GG. There's Dapu. Hey, not bad end today. Good end. Nice. Nice little game. Not the best tokusatsu game out there, but it's got some charm to it. It helps that it was done by the Natsume team. They made a lot of really great games back then. And they still are, as Tenko projects. A lot of the same people that worked on the game I was just playing are still there. They basically said that they wanted to remake all those games that they could that weren't licensed stuff like Power Rangers because they're getting older. Yeah, and they're not really sure like how much longer they have. And so it's like kind of morbid, but it's uplifting at the same time. Yeah, you should try to chase your dreams while you have a chance. You're not always going to have a chance. That's why even though this channel has been really soul crushing to run lately, I'm glad that I've done it. I've made a lot of lifelong friends. I've helped out thousands and thousands of people. I've learned a lot of discipline, even though financially I don't make what I deserve. It still helps a lot of people. It helps me deal with my mental illnesses and stuff. So there are benefits to doing it, as demoralizing and frustrating as it's been this past week, all this stuff going on. There's still good reason to keep it going. I've got money in my wallet to pay for their service. What will most likely happen is either A, they fix it and I just pay them, or B, or A, they fix it and my friend was not able to, probably just missed something stupid and maybe it will just work. Or B is they won't charge me because they can't fix it. I'll have to ask them what their conditions are. I haven't really serviced through them in a while because I have other people that do it for cheaper. But the thing is, if they send me another motherboard and the same thing happens, I think that's just going to make me more stressed out. I think it would be better to just try to get it fixed here. And if they just tell me that it's irreparable, then that's what I'll do. It's just I'm not down to deal with all this shit right now. I'm really just fed up with everything. I think anybody dealing with what I've dealt with in the past week would be pretty frustrated too. Oh, I'm gonna play like one more game tonight, and I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna watch something on the phone and just go to bed. And tomorrow I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. It is very possible that they'll just be able to fix it, and I might just talk to Amazon in the morning and just see if I can buy a warranty for it or something. It's just not what I wanted to deal with right now. I've already been dealing with support with all this PS5 crap going on, so I'm not like really I'm not all there right now, obviously. I'm surprised at how well this worked. The only problem I've had with this is just when I try to run it wirelessly, the button the button layout, it thinks it's like a Nintendo Switch controller, so everything is reversed, and that really messes with a lot of games. It also had a ton of input lag too, so even if I fix that, you can fix that on the controller. You can change what the buttons do. I don't even need access to a computer. Um, the input lag kind of kills it, and I've seen some other people mentioning that too. Maybe it's like certain devices. It's fine on this when I run it wired. I'm sure it will be whenever I get a working computer again. I'm sure that will work fine too. At least I hope so. I've still got my Pro controller, so it's not like I'm gonna be without a controller. How many games there are named Super on the Super Nintendo? There's a lot. What's with the title? My motherboard that I bought. Motherboard and RAM I spent money. I spent $500 on. Doesn't work. So now I'm gonna have to spend more money to try to get it fixed. And if not, then I have to repair it. I have to return it. And I'm just really fucking tired of everything right now. I'm really sick of this channel. I can't describe how bad my luck's been lately running this channel. More shit to deal with. Somebody who's already really mentally worn down. Sure as hell is not what I need right now. Uh, Running this channel is not easy. Let's just put it that way. It's very difficult, mentally and financially. Especially when I've been dual wielding jobs for a couple months now with like no break. They're giving me Saturday and Sunday off, and I'm really thankful for that because I'm not all there mentally right now. There's been too much going on. Let's see, what's relaxing to play? I'll try and play like one more game tonight. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm not really doing this to fish for donations or anything. You guys already helped me out enough. I mean, if people want to donate, they can, but I think I'll have it handled. Just wasn't wanting to deal with this right now. At least if I do take it to the shop, they'll know what's wrong, and if it can be, it can be salvaged or not. And then if not, I can just return it. Amazon's not going to be able to tell that it was tampered with, and I honestly don't care. Jeff Bezos makes enough money. I don't think him being out $170 is going to make him go homeless. And try to fix things on my end first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to return it. would be nice if they just tell me, oh, it's like it's working, but there's one crucial thing you missed. Something stupid and that no one thought to try. I don't have a lot of hope that will be the case, though, because my luck lately has been terrible. Oh. So how's the video quality? Is it better than my streams at my neighbor's house? That's the other reason why I'm doing this. It's just to see how it runs. So I have better internet over here, obviously. And when Pickle of Combat comes back, I probably will just stream from the phone. I would like to do it that way because the emulators are still running like Android 6. They're very outdated. I'm pretty sure my phone could actually run it about on par. It's not that much of a difference. It does look better. Oh, that's good to know. The other phone I was looking at actually does not have HDMI out, so I'm glad I didn't buy that, and I did my research. That looks perfect for what I would needed to do, you know, heavy gaming and recording and stuff. Since the main reason I bought this was for the channel. This is one channel upgrade that worked out. It just doesn't have HDMI out, so I can't get direct feed. I can't use my capture card. I think that phone is going to be coming out here in America soon anyway. Basically would be paying like almost double for that phone. It's supposed to be like $250. But eBay is charging like $400. I don't know if they had free shipping or not, but I'm sure tax as well. I heard that phone is like one of the best phones for gaming right now. Especially since it has micro SD support, expandable storage. I just decided to try to upgrade PC right now. I'll worry about the phone later. Oh. Oh. I don't feel like playing this right now. Let's see. How do I feel about the 7 deadly sins thing? I don't really care about them. They're random nobodies to me because I'm old and I haven't watched anime in like 20 years. I find it weird that they made them so underpowered at the start and then they buffed them. It's like you guys have power crept the game with like the last 2 sets of characters. Actually, last 3 sets of characters that power crept the game so hard. Like you can't have a collaboration and have those characters not be broken. They kind of have to be at this point. There's really only a couple of them that are good from what I understand. I'm only missing one. That kid with the pillow, what is his name? King or whatever. He's supposed to be like one of the best characters in the game. All the others are pretty lackluster. They're like above average at best. Which is weird because they did the Seven Knights collaboration. Those characters are still relevant. they're gonna have a really hard time power creeping them. But then like the Seven Knights people, Seven Sins people are like, they're just kind of there. They're not that spectacular, and the rates are terrible. I saw my friend drop like tens of thousands of rubies. He's a free player, by the way. I think he might spend some money on that game, but he's by no means a whale. He's mostly free to play. He spent a ton, and the rates are dreadful. So like if you're gonna have the rates that bad, and then they're not like busted characters that are must haves, then I feel like you guys aren't running a very good business. Because they did the Seven Knights, and then they did the boss syndrome, and then they did the special signature, and all those characters like completely define the meta, regardless of what mode you play. If you have those characters, then your account is pretty well off. So it's a little weird that these guys came out and they're like not really that great. I mean, they're not terrible, but it could be better. Oh. Oh. What happened there? Divided by 0. The Power Rangers games on Game Boy Advance were Japanese developed too. That's why they're like better than what you would expect. At the time, they were still outsourcing to Japanese studios, so like licensed games at this point were were still like decent. I haven't played this since it came out. It was like almost 20 years ago. How easy is it to hook up a controller? I can't link you right now because I don't have a computer, but I have a guide on how to set it up. The game has really shitty controller support, which is weird because they did like a collaboration with Razer, which is the other controller I use, and the game doesn't support it. I bought my Razer Kishi locally in town. I didn't order it online. And I couldn't get it to work with the game. I'm like, well, what the hell? Don't they, like, have a sponsorship or, like, collaboration with Razer? So I just used Mantis Gamepad Pro. Let me finish a level of this and I'll show you. I do have a video on the channel. If you type in, like, Mantis Gamepad Pro, you should find a little guide that I made. And I explain how to use it and the links and stuff. But I don't have a computer right now, so harder for me to post links and stuff. I made a guide a couple months ago. Did I play Super Legends? Yeah, I played Super Legends when it came out. Dude, the hitbox on this is crazy. Yeah, it's on there. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. I'm dealing with potentially more money spent on this channel right now. I don't have a lot more left, so... Yeah, the Ninja Turtles game looks pretty good. It looks better than I thought it would be. Tribute Games is they're not a bad developer. It's just the gameplay of their games doesn't match the high quality pixel art, the presentation of the games. They're very aesthetically pleasing, but mechanically they're like not really that great. But I'm sure now that they're working with a pretty massive IP, Ninja Turtles is still very popular. I'm sure they've got a tight rope around them to try to make a better game. I've tried a lot of their games and they're inoffensive, I guess could be the word for it. Not bad games at all by any stretch. Still better than a lot of the other indie games that come out there. It's just they're not spectacular to play. I remember that game not being very good. I don't think the same people made those as the ones that made all the Super Nintendo games. I'm pretty sure it was different people. The musician for all the like Power Rangers games and stuff, Ninja Warriors and Wild Guns, he still works there. I think a lot of the other people left. Yeah, once they got off the Super Nintendo, the quality of those games got way worse. Like a lot worse. There's that really shitty one on N64, Lightspeed Rescue. That game is really bad. I'm glad we have Battle for the Grid. I just wish they would do more with that license. Anyway's a pretty small team. They don't have that many people working. They're actually not that far from me. They're in LA. I'm probably like a 2-hour drive away from them. Very close to where they're stationed. They definitely prove that you don't need a massive team. Don't need a massive team to make a good game. So obviously it's a lot harder to make a good game, but you can still do it. I know they've had a lot of problems working from home with the pandemic and stuff. But I think about the Street Fighter collab. I think that's pretty cool. Those characters are already in Legacy Wars, So they're basically recycling assets, but which is fine because Legacy Wars has a massive roster. They have like every Toku character you'd ever want in there. It's just Legacy Wars is like a weird like mobile only fighting game, so it doesn't I don't think you can really control the character directly. And they have like probably like half or like a fourth of the animations and stuff that a grid character would have. But a lot of people have said that they just want them to recycle assets and just recycle the old characters. I know that I think when they put Scorpina in, she was the last character from season 3. I think when they put her in, they put her in Legacy Wars. They kind of just repurposed the animations, which is fine. I think people are a little bit harsh on them. They're a very small team. The fact that I think they're doing like 3 games right now. They're doing Battle for the Grid, they're doing Legacy Wars, and then there's like some WWE game that they're doing. I think that has like similar combat to Legacy Wars. I don't think they really have that many people working there. The thing about Battle for the Grid, anyway, is it doesn't really need like 500 characters. I think that the characters they have, there's somebody for everybody. There's still a lot of team composition and unique play styles in like the 20 or so characters it has. It doesn't have like a massive Street Fighter 5 or Tekken 7 or Mortal Kombat roster, but you look at Dragon Ball Fighters, which has like double the characters, but most of them have very homogenized design. They started getting a little bit more in depth with how they designed the characters in that game as it went on, but the foundation of the game, the characters are very homogenized in that game, which is why they changed the assist system so that more characters would be used. I don't know how well it worked though. I know that what's his name, Ultra Instinct Goku, like destroyed that game's meta for a while, for like months. But they were trying to prevent people from just using characters for assist, which is something that has been around in any tag fighter pretty much since this game right here, Marvel 2. Like the top tier teams use like Cyclops or Psylocke or Tronbon. Tronbon makes a lot of the shit characters at least somewhat viable. They can at least do some damage if they catch you. But no one ever really used those characters. Captain Commando's another one too. Back when this game was still active, a lot of times at high level gameplay, like they would when they would get to the last character and it was the assist character, they would just give up. It's either like play your heart out for another 3 minutes with a character that's nowhere near as good as the top tiers, or just give up and put another quarter in the game in the machine. I had fun with Dragon Ball Fighters, but I felt like the netcode ruined that game. And the fact that they don't punish rage quitters. Trying to play that game honest was just like it's torture. It's awful to try to play that game and actually be like a respectable person, because almost everybody rage quits. It's one thing I like when games don't have ranked. I like how Battle for the Grid just has straight lobbies with spectator mode and stuff, so you don't have to deal with all that toxicity. People are just out to have some fun. It's not about trying to get stupid points that don't do anything. I feel like when you add that kind of thing, it just makes people subconsciously want to be assholes and rage quit on people and stuff, and lag switch. It doesn't help that Dragon Ball Fighters has such shitty netcode in the first place. That doesn't help things at all. I think I got like 500,000 points or whatever, and I just kind of stopped there. It's not like I hated playing the game. Definitely out of the more modern fighting games, I like that game more. more than a lot of the other ones that have come out, but the netcode and the rage quits ruin it. Apparently, people still rage quit too, which I think is weird because the game's been out for like 3.5 years now. You think that those people would like move on, but apparently not. I look on the Reddit for Dragon Ball Fighters, and there's like people posting about rage quits like every day. Hey, my coin button's not working. What happened? Yeah, I like don't have a coin button. It's weird. Let's see if I can fix that. So I'll probably play this game again soon. What's the coin button? That's weird. I can't use the coin. The diagnostics is working. What the hell? Let's restart. Yeah, I can't. What's the easiest way to fix this? So everything else is set as it should be, I think. The thing I don't like about RetroArch is you can't just push the button to map it. Sometimes it can be very unclear, like what will actually fix it. Here, let's try this. Coin. Save the config. All right, we're good. Hey, Lightside, can you post my donate link, please? I'm gonna go to bed soon. I know some people in here probably want the help. I'm not really doing this for donations. I'm just doing it to wind down after a very stressful day. But yeah, if people want to help, if you could go ahead and post it. So I'm about to hop off soon. I'll have to call Central Computer in the morning. So let's try XBSF really quick. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Just want to make sure that I can fix the coin in Capcom games. Should be easy enough to fix. I've got plenty of buttons for it. Yeah, it's just doing that at like the. Let me see if I try MAME, will that work? I think Final Burn Alpha is better for CPS games, but just want to make sure maybe it's just something's wrong with the core. It doesn't see the select button for some reason. I don't know why. Let's try MAME current. I mean, this is an old game. These games got decrypted like 20 years ago. All right, MAME current did not like that. No likey that. Won't be the best core to try. I think I probably should just stick with what I was using. Let's see here. Final Bird Neo. Yeah, it's weird. It's not detecting the select button. I guess it's being mapped to something else. So I'm gonna have to do this at the menu level on every single game, which isn't really that big of a deal, obviously, but a little bit odd. The thing I don't like about RetroArch is you can't just select something and then just push the button. You have to actually select it in the menu, and it's like it doesn't work sometimes. All right, so if I use that core, then everything should work. Okay, so let's go back to the game. Make sure this is working. Let's go, bub. What's fierce and roundhouse? Okay. Jab, short, strong, forward, fierce, roundhouse. All right, we're good. Yes, I am old because I don't call it medium punch. I call them by the Street Fighter 2 names that don't get used anymore. I know in like Street Fighter 4 and 5, they don't call them that anymore. They just call them light, medium, and heavy, punch and kick. But I'm an old fart, and I grew up with jab, strong, fierce, short, forward, roundhouse. So, in case anybody doesn't know what I'm saying, it's the same thing as light to heavy, punch and kick. I mean, it makes more sense because like roundhouse being the strongest kick, not every character does a roundhouse kick. I think the new way they do it is better, but I'm so decrepit and old that that's what I grew up with. I still call stuff like low short or roundhouse or crouching fierce. I'm not really used to the new way they do it. Even though most games have pretty much adopted that at this point. Guilty Gear still use the same terms from like the first game. Surprisingly, they have not simplified it at all. Still punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, and dust. Blaze Blue is just A, B, C, and D. I'm gonna play one level of this and just go to bed. I think call them in the morning and see if I'll ask them if they're going to charge me if they can't fix it. Because if they can't fix it, I'm not paying them $100. It's good to support local stores and businesses, but I'm not made of money, and I've had really terrible luck with trying to upgrade shit for this channel. So I draw the line there. I'm pretty sure they won't charge me, but I want to clarify the whole situation to them and see if they'll help me. It's not like I can't pay them. It's just I'm not going to pay them and then have them tell me the thing's broken. I'm already well aware it probably is just irreparable and there's like a hardware defect with it, but I would like to run it by them first. I'm sure they can very easily look at it. It's mostly just a matter of will they let me stay there, because I don't want to pay for the shuttle twice. I really don't. Man, I can't get the coin working in this. I don't know why. It's weird. I thought maybe it would be one of the other buttons, but it's not. Yeah, I can't even map coin to this right now. Well, I guess I'll just play this game with the Razer Kishi. I'm not going to bring my controller to work every night anyway, because Groupie likes to sit with me on the recliner, and I kind of deprived her. I kind of deprived her from that today, and she was fine with it, but she really likes to spend time with me. I'm sure she hasn't really gotten much affection in her life before she found me. So I think I'm for kitty sitting streams at my neighbor's house. I'm probably going to do probably just going to use the Kishi. Maybe if I do like some hardcore gaming or something, like I don't know, if I play like Pinnacle of Combat over there, I think this controller would be better. Their controller support is way better than like almost any other mobile game. I was actually surprised at how well it works. Like it just detected my controller, no problem. I did have a lot of problems with it. I had a lot of problems with it disconnecting randomly, and that was kind of annoying. But I never had to reboot the game to fix it. I basically just had to enable it again. So it's more of a nuisance than anything. It's nice that this is working, though. I mean, while I don't have a computer, I mean, I very well might not have one tomorrow either. I do still have my own motherboard, obviously, so I'm assuming that worst case scenario, they can just put that one back in, and I'll have a computer again. But it's nice that I can do this. I've got a little stand for it, and it's basically like it's like a Switch pretty much. It's almost exactly like a Switch, just doesn't have the same games. Well, that's unfortunate, though. I'll have to figure out how to map the coins and stuff. I guess I could just go into the BIOS, the service menu for all those games, and just put it on free play. That might be a way to fix it too, now that I'm thinking of it. I want to see if this picks up my controller, and I'm gonna go to bed. This game's controller support is nowhere near as good as Pinnacle of Combat. I was shocked. They posted that update when the beta ended. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna make the controller support better." I'm like, "How can you make it any better?" It already picked up my random controller, like no issues at all. Just plug it in and just tell it it's got a controller hooked up, and that was all I had to do. Huh. This is actually pretty good parody too. It's weird how they keep putting games like this on mobile and then they don't have controller support. It's like Do you not want people to buy it? Like, you can't keep putting games like this out that are very clearly designed to not be played with a touchscreen, and then just, like, bake touchscreen controls into it. It doesn't work that way. I feel like there's not much of an excuse for it now that there's so many controllers that just work natively. I really don't play anything with the touchscreen on mobile. I use controller for everything. So for me, it's just it's a game console that can play games, or it's a game console that can make phone calls and use the internet. That's basically what my phone is to me. I don't really get phone calls that often. Get a lot of spam calls. Not that many people calling me. It's mostly just like my family and my neighbor, and occasionally my psychiatrist. I'm not a heavy phone user in the traditional sense. I make like very few calls. It's nice how this is a paid game too. It's not free, so they didn't screw with the balance of the game, which is another thing they also do with console ports on mobile. Because it's so hard to get people to pay for anything on this platform. It's not like PC and Switch and PlayStation and stuff, where people will easily cough up money for a good game. They had to charge a lot less, that's for sure. They couldn't charge like a full like $30-$40 for this, but they charged $10, which isn't bad for this game. And the port still has some things that's wrong with it, but at least the integrity of the game design was not affected by it. Because you can't take a game like this and just dump microtransactions on it. It doesn't work that way. I'm not feeling better right now, no. Because my motherboard that I bought, I spent like $500 on upgrading the PC and none of it's working. After the PS5 fiasco, I'm pretty damn frustrated. As anybody would be. Very frustrated right now. So weird how you can't control this menu. You can't control this menu with the controller. The controller support in this is not great. That's why I've got my donate link up there. I might have to spend more money tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to, because this channel's been a money pit. It's been a money pit the past few weeks here. This is not a very high earning channel, so when shit like this happens nonstop, it gets really aggravating. Weird how this doesn't work sometimes too. Just like stops working. It's odd. Yeah, thank you guys for telling me to keep it up. It's been hard to do that lately. Keep finding the strength to keep running this. Oh. This is more comfy than holding the Kishi, though. I mean, this is actually pretty comfy. I might do this over at my other job sometimes. Probably not all the time. Maybe if I start playing more hardcore platformers on here again, then that's probably when I'll use this. For everything else, the Kishi's pretty fine. And right now, this controller doesn't seem to. They don't seem to be able to map anything to the coin button in arcade games. Everything else is running fine. But for whatever reason, that's not working. This controller is pretty good, though. I'm actually quite pleased with it. It's worth the $50. Oh. Oh. I'll clear without tagging. I better just use the busted character then. Oh. Oh. Well, hopefully when I stream tomorrow or stream today, then maybe I'll have some good news. I haven't had a lot of good news running this channel lately. That's for sure. Been a lot of bad news. Like, this runs better than the emulator. For whatever reason, the emulators for this, they crash constantly. There was one emulator that didn't crash that much, but that one gets falsely flagged by their anti-cheat system, which I find hilarious because there's people openly cheating on this all the time, and they only ban you for a month. It's really weird, like, looking at the bulletin board for this, and they're talking about all these people that have been banned, and they're only banned for 30 days, which is like nothing. And then you go on Honkai Impact, they have the exact same bulletin board, and it's like, these people are banned permanently for cheating. I think they do it because the people who cheat, they can't cheat to get characters, because the rubies and stuff are server side. You can't trick the game into thinking you have rubies you didn't buy. They're probably some of the highest grossers on the game or something. Maybe that's why they do it. Which is still shitty, don't get me wrong, but that's the only reasoning I have behind them doing that. Other companies still ban whales if they cheat. But these guys don't. Like, nah, just go ahead and cheat. We don't care. At the same time, I can't really blame people for cheating because they want you to do a lot of the game modes over and over and over, like every day. You can't just take your best result and just skip it, which is weird for a game like this. The average person does not play this at home. They play it like while they're out. They want you to be online on this game for like a really long time. If you do everything, you're not just focusing on specific things like I do. I don't do everything every day. So this is working fine. I didn't have to change anything on this. I just had to change the input mode on the controller itself, which you can do without a computer. I might have to look into a profile on this that will allow me to use the coins. I'm thinking that's what I might have to do. I don't feel like doing that tonight, obviously. Now is not the time. Alright, I'm gonna beat up this car and go to bed, folks. Alright, we'll see what happens in the morning. It's all up in the air right now. I don't know what to expect. Ideally, they just tell me, hey, you missed this one thing, and now your motherboard's going to work, and you don't have to deal with Amazon support. I hope that's the case, but I know it's not going to be, because this channel has been really shitty to run the past few... BIOS update? Well, the thing is, it's turning on. It's just it's not posting video. That could be it, but we can't get it to post video, so I don't know how much can be done about that. You kind of can't update your BIOS without it posting. It would be nice if it was that easy, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. I've had some pretty shit luck running this channel lately, as you all already know. I don't expect the solution to be easy. Yeah, he got it to turn on. He got it to turn on, but it doesn't post video. The lights come on, the LEDs come on, but it doesn't post. Which is obviously a problem. You just can't get in. You can't get in and see what you're doing. Last time this happened, what happened was I couldn't update Windows. I couldn't update Windows because it kept getting into an infinite boot loop, and it turned out what happened was updating the BIOS made it fix. But the issue here is that it's not posting video, so even if it is something as simple as just flashing the BIOS, then you know, you can't see what you're doing on there unless you want to do everything completely blind, which is not a very wise thing to do with new components. It could be something as simple as that. I'm not equipped to fix that, and neither is my friend. They don't do this stuff for a living. They just have experience with it from, I guess, past experiences or whatever. I think I'm just going to try to get this done professionally, because I don't want to return it and then have to wait like another 3 days to basically not have a computer, and then have it end up being that it's something technically wrong with it, like it needs to be, the BIOS needs to be flashed or something. He did say that some of the connectors were bent. If that's the case, maybe the CPU is not seated or something. I don't know. not what I wanted to deal with right now when I've already had such a difficult week dealing with the PS5 fiasco, which I'm probably not going to get my money back from. So I did thanks to you guys, but in terms of actual reimbursement, I don't think that's going to happen at this point. It would be nice, but I don't think it will. It's been a real shitty month to run this channel, that's for sure. Just nothing but problems. It would have been nice if I could have bought the PS5, but that thing's a nightmare to get right now. I figured just after the whole incident happened, it would be better to just get an upgraded PC, a new motherboard that's more modern. Well, now the thing is, I play a lot of Japanese games, and they don't always end up on PC. They've gotten better about it in the past like 5 or 6 years, but there's still a lot of games that are stuck on the PS4, and I do need one for future proofing. I wanted to do it now while I have the stimulus money, because we all know I don't really make a whole lot doing this in the first place. I have a paper thin profit margin. That was why I was trying to do all this in the first place, but the guy had to screw me over, so I'm back to square one. I tried to upgrade my PC. I spent like $500 on that. And now that's not working either. So I'm just very demoralized right now, I think would be the way to put it. And I think anybody in this situation would be demoralized too. I'm trying to be easier on myself about it, but I just have a mental illness. It beats me up emotionally, and it's just hard for me to accept that things like this are not my fault, even though they clearly aren't. All right, Lightside, can you post the link again if anyone wants to help me? I might have to spend more money tomorrow. If anyone wants to help, they can. I've got enough money for it, but it's just dealing with the PS5 fiasco and now this. I'm very demoralized right now. You can just go ahead and post a link. After he posts it, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And get some sleep. Chill tonight. And hopefully, when I come back later today, there will be good news for a change. There hasn't been a lot of good news on this channel lately. Maybe today they'll just tell me that they fixed it and I'm good to go. I don't know at this point, though. I'm not expecting anything good to happen to me anytime soon. All right, I'll catch you guys. I might stream like this again in the morning. I might do some KOF stuff. I might play some more Boomer games or something. I mean, the fact that I don't have a computer right now is not that bad. I can live without the computer, obviously. It's just the fact that I'm potentially out more money when I've already put money into the abyss for this channel this past week is that's what's demoralizing me right now. People want to help, they can. I'll catch you guys later.